And now I want to turn and introduce Mr. Brian Dooling, who I've known for a couple of years, blessed to be known for a couple of years. When he worked here with the Archdiocese, you are now with St. Vincent de Paul. And Brian, I'm going to let you take it over and let our PCLs know the amazing things that St. Vincent de Paul does.
Great. Thank you very much, Michelle. I'll go ahead and try and share my screen here, if that's okay. I'm trying to find my presentation, but I can't seem to find it.
That's always the challenge, Brian.
Let's see here. Can you guys see my screen now?
Yep. I think if you start it from the beginning, we'll see it full screen then.
Okay. Lost it.
Lost it. Doggone. There we go. Oh.
Can you see it now?
I can see it now, and yeah, but it's not like a slideshow from the, there we go.
How's that?
That looks good.
All right. Sorry for the technical difficulties there. So actually it's like going on. I'm just going to do it this way, if that's all right.
That works. Benny, you have any suggestions on how to get that full screen?
Go up and do and just click slideshow and do start from the beginning and see what happens.
Seems to be on a timer when I go to slideshow, so.
Okay, all right. If it's on a timer, then yeah, then this way is fine. We can see it.
All right, so this is just to give you a quick intro to St. Vincent de Paul. Not sure if many of you are aware of St. Vincent de Paul. You might be aware of your local conference that operates in your parish. But I'm Director of Marketing Communications. I've been here for about 3 months now. So I'm still learning all the great things that we do as an organization. But our mission is to basically provide help and hope to our neighbors in need. And we've been actually serving neighbors in Georgia since 1903. So we're one of the oldest, largest, and most trusted statewide charitable organizations in the state. And our values were inspired by gospel values, Vincent, and see the face of Christ in our neighbors in need. We have a Chambly Community Support Center, which is where I work out of here in Chambly. And if you've never had the opportunity to come by and see our support center, we went through a capital campaign back in 2019 and completely renovated the facility. So we now have a food pantry, a pharmacy, a teaching kitchen, and classroom space. So we have a lot going on here and would welcome you to come by anytime for a tour if you'd like to see it firsthand. We also have 73 local chapters throughout Georgia, and those are based in each one of our 73 local churches. As you know, there's about 104 parishes, I believe, in the Archdiocese of Atlanta. So there's roughly 30 that don't have a St. Vincent de Paul chapter, but the majority of our parishes do have a St. Vincent de Paul chapter. And we have over 3,000 trained volunteer caseworkers that are based in the parishes, and they will go out and visit 2 by 2 to our neighbors in need. And they will do home visits. It's basically a person-to-person service. So they're visiting with people in their homes to kind of identify what the issues are going through and how we can help them and any resources we can provide. Just to give you a year at a glance in terms of what we've done over the past year. As I mentioned, 73 local chapters, 3,000 volunteers. We were able to help over 150,000 neighbors in need. We conducted over 21,000 personal visits in their homes, and we logged over 500,000 volunteer hours. We were able to distribute over $21 million in programs and services, providing $16.8 million in direct aid. And we filled almost 11,000 prescriptions valued at $1.2 million. And we were also able to redistribute over 600,000 pounds of food, which is pretty amazing. This is our Chambly Support Center, which I mentioned to you earlier, which you're welcome to come visit and tour and see firsthand. These are the essential elements of a Vincentian: service, friendship, and spirituality. And Vincentians should apply themselves in fulfillment of the mission and essential elements of the society. Vincentians consistently strive to develop a threefold relationship with God, the poor, and one another: mutual support and friendship. So we have the essential elements of spirituality, friendship, and service, and then our virtues are simplicity, humility, gentleness, selflessness, and zeal. As I mentioned, we focus on three areas primarily. That's hunger, housing, and health. And I'll go through each one of those. With regard to hunger, our goal is to decrease food insecurity and increase food access. So we have 40 community food pantries throughout the state. We do food recovery and distribution programs. We have a teaching kitchen where we will have classes with chefs and basically teach people how to cook with the food that we're able to provide them. We provide nutrition education and also SNAP benefits assistance. With regard to housing, our goal is to increase housing stability. So we work with our clients, our neighbors in need, to help prevent them from being evicted. We'll provide emergency financial assistance. We have a motel to home program. And what we have found, I'm not sure you're aware of this, but there are many families out there that actually are living in motels. And although they can afford to pay, the weekly or monthly payment, they cannot afford that first and last month's rent deposit or security deposit to get them into an apartment. And so we've been assisting these people and families to try and help them provide that financial assistance to get them over the hump and into an apartment to have a more stable lifestyle. We'll also provide temporary and transitional housing, life skills and financial education, and clothing and furniture and household items as needed. With regard to health, our goal is to increase healthcare access. And we have here, based in our support center, a community pharmacy that provides free prescription medication for drugs like diabetes, health, things like high blood pressure, heart medicine, cholesterol. So kind of your maintenance type prescriptions. We'll also provide free medical equipment and supplies, health education and prevention, Medicaid eligibility screening, and health service renewals. In terms of opportunities to volunteer, we have opportunities all the time here at our Chambly Support Center. Volunteers can stock the pantry shelves and coolers, assemble snack packs, process and unload food deliveries, assist our neighbors in selecting their groceries, and weigh and record the rate of groceries and more. So those are usually during the week opportunities here. We also need pharmacy delivery volunteers. These are volunteers that deliver vital medications to neighbors that are unable to pick them up from our community pharmacy. And they usually work on Wednesdays and Thursday afternoons in the Metro Atlanta area. Then we also have an opportunity to serve with Clark's Christmas Kids. This is an annual project in collaboration with the Georgia Department of Human Services and Clark Howard, where we provide Christmas gifts to foster children in the state of Georgia. Every child in foster care in the state of Georgia hopefully receives a gift through this program. And last year, this program provided more than 22,000 gifts, filling the wish list of more than 7,000 children. And these volunteer opportunities range from November 27th through December 18th. And they'll be at East Point Warehouse or several live Walmart shopping events that will be going on. So that's another way that you can get involved if you like to. And then this is our contact person for getting involved in some of these programs, Megan King. I have our phone number and email address listed here. And you can also, and I would encourage you to try and get involved in your local St. Vincent de Paul chapter or conference at your parish. You can reach out to the ministry head there and they can discuss with you how best to get involved and what you need to do. But that gives you kind of a quick overview of St. Vincent de Paul in the state of Georgia. We thank you all for your support